At some point in your childhood, something shifted. You stopped being a kid. Not because you wanted to, but because the situation around you didn't give you a choice. Maybe you had to be the responsible one. Maybe you had to stay calm when the adults around you couldn't. Maybe you just learned very early that the world wasn't as safe as it was supposed to be. And so you grew up. Quietly, quickly, alone. Nobody asked if you were okay. Nobody noticed what it was costing you, but you carried it, because that's all you knew how to do. And if that's your story, what this video is about to explain will change the way you see yourself. Here's what most people don't understand about growing up too fast. It doesn't just affect your childhood. It follows you into your adult life, into your relationships, into the way you see yourself every single day. And the hardest part is, most people who went through it don't even realize it's still happening. Here are 4 things that quietly shape every adult who grew up way too fast. 1. You find it almost impossible to ask for help. You became independent very early. And on the surface, that looks like a strength. In many ways it is. But here's what it actually taught you deep down. It taught you that needing people is dangerous, that relying on someone means getting let down, that if you want something done, you do it yourself. So now, as an adult, asking for help feels almost impossible. Not because you're proud, but because somewhere deep inside, you genuinely believe that no one is coming. That belief was protecting you once, but it's isolating you now. 2. You're exhausted in a way nobody can see. You've been carrying things since you were young. Real things, heavy things. Things most adults struggle with, let alone a child. And you never really got to put them down. So you became an expert at functioning, at showing up, at handling everything while quietly falling apart on the inside. People around you probably describe you as strong, reliable, the one who always has it together, and you smile. Because what else do you do? But the truth is, you're tired. Not just physically. You're tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix. Because this kind of tired comes from years of carrying more than you were ever supposed to carry. 3. You have a complicated relationship with your own emotions. People who grew up too fast feel everything deeply, but they were never taught that feelings were allowed. So they learned to push them down, to stay calm when everything was falling apart, to be the stable one, the strong one, the one who doesn't break. And now, when emotions do come up, they feel overwhelming, confusing, or just wrong, like you're not supposed to have them. You are. You always were. You just never had the space to learn that. 4. You carry a grief. You can't quite explain. This one is the hardest. Growing up too fast means you missed something you can never fully get back. A kind of lightness, a kind of safety, the feeling of just being a kid with no weight on your shoulders. And sometimes, without even knowing why, you feel this quiet sadness, not for something you lost, but for something you never really had. That grief is real, and it makes complete sense, because you deserved a childhood, a real one, where someone took care of you, where you were allowed to just exist without carrying the weight of the world. You deserve that, even if you never got it. And here's what I want you to hear before this video ends. The fact that you survived all of that, that you kept going, that you're here right now, that is not a small thing. That is everything. But surviving isn't the same as healing. And healing starts with the one thing you were never really allowed to do. Acknowledge that it was hard, not to anyone else, just to yourself. You didn't have it easy. You carried things you should never have had to carry. And it shaped you in ways you're still discovering. That's not a weakness. That's your story. And it deserves to be seen. If this video felt like someone was finally putting words to something you've carried for a long time, just know that you're not alone in this. A lot of people are walking around with this exact weight, quietly, without ever understanding where it comes from. Now you do. If this felt like it was describing you, you belong here. Subscribe to the channel. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about psychology. We help you understand yourself. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, send it to them. I'll see you in the next one.